Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Osa and it is Saturday, so we are on Farming Simulator 17, Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire, and it is going to be raining soon. I'm going to do a quick step around all of the vehicles, see where everything is. Okay, that's still there. You are ready to go. Indeed. Okay. That's loud. Okay, I'm going to set him off with the corn. And we'll go back to this one, and I will use the other planter for soybeans. That's still loud. Okay. I think I'm running a little late this morning. I overslept. We were up very late last night on the multiplayer farm, which sadly did not archive, so I do not have a recording of yesterday's to push to YouTube. Fortunately, the old stream farm earlier in the evening did save, so I'll be pushing that out tonight. So, day 5, late spring. Since we're late in the morning, I'm assuming we probably fed all the animals so far. We're planting all our fields, and once this is done, obviously since I'm going to be planting, I think it's field 2 using the cedar, that doesn't carry any fertilizer, so we'll have to come back with a fertilizer spreader or sprayer, something. Okay. Hopefully we got some seed in here too. Oh no. Okay. He's making good work. Okay. I need to unfold this, and then we can open the lid. And we parked a bit too close. problem I find... Oh, I'm going to have to reverse out, aren't I? The problem I found with the big cedars is, at least the ones I'm using, they're difficult to refill with the auger wagon. Fold up. Until those drop in place. Okay, we should be good. But an almost 6,000 litre tank is going to see us through most of that southern field. So that'll be good today. It's probably going to rain this afternoon. Helper M is blocked by an object. I find that doubtful. You are not blocked by an object, seriously. But whatever. How about I park here? Is that any better? That sounds better. Oh yeah. That's the big problem I found in Farm Sim 17. I haven't really tried it in 19. But where you have fences close to the edge of the field... Actually, I have tried it in 19, and yes, it's still a problem. When you have fields that run close to hedges or walls, something parked on the other side of the fence or the wall gets in the way of the helper. So unless you have a huge headland like we've got on the left side, that grass headland, parking here can cause problems for helpers in that field to the left. And I have had the same problem in 19 because on Mercury Farms I was having problems between the yard and the field adjacent to the yard. I think I put my my partially emptied seed and fertilizer tanks in the yard along that hedgerow, and what ended up happening was anything harvesting, seeding, fertilizing the main field would just be, oh, there's something in the way. Okay, we'll unattach this. I think we may use the GPS because it's a good thing. So we will auto width, turn off the offset, reposition field edge to over here. That's good. We will reduce the working width to 12. 11.9, good enough. We need to readjust the edge again, because this is completely independent from the field. The edge is calculated by the bottom edge of the map, so how many rows I can get from there all the way up the map. Okay, we are set. We will lower the head and turn it on. Crud. I messed up. Okay. Seriously messed up. That's what I wanted to plant there, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to have have to run and get a cultivator. I mean, I could plant more canola, but it's kind of late in the season for it. And these two fields are intending to be soybeans, so we will try and make that happen. Now, next farm is going to be in warmer climes, so we should... Okay, which one's the cultivator? That one. We should be able to plant some sunflowers for a change. So I really don't think I've done much in the way of sunflower planting. Ah. Did not see that gate post. And the next time I play will also be set with seasons. So we shall see. I still haven't got a clue what maps I'm going to be playing yet. Gonna need a replacement for this one. I'll have to reverse this so it doesn't clip the cedar. Okay, and we'll put this on the side of the field. Okay, we are now set for soybeans. It's actually lining up nicely. So the edge of the field is in the way, so we'll have to do that again. So this patch of field is a little bit lighter than the rest because the last action done to it was cultivating, where the rest of the field, the last action was fertilizing. Looks like we're offset on this a bit. Don't know what the deal is. That's better. Okay. Get this speeded up and we will get rolling. Let's lift that up a bit. So we're already 50% through the seed tank on the other field. Won't be able to tell where he is. Oh, he's not even halfway. I really should have done field 5 east to west rather than north to south, but too late to worry about that now. So this seeder's quite old too. We've been using this since probably about year 2. Because the old Vaderstat 600 was just a little too narrow for the turn radius that this tractor's capable of. And we missed the hedge. But it does follow a lot nicer than the Horsch. Well, the ground is wet. Well, that's interesting. I didn't notice that. But the sun's out. We do have the right temperature for planting, so I'm not too worried about that. I pressed the wrong button. That's the one. So, because of the multiplayer farm last night, we didn't get the Old Stream Farm series finished. There is still one more day. We planted 2 of the fields with oilseed radish, went to bed. We've got 3 left to do. There'll probably be about a couple of transport contracts, sheep to take care of. I don't think I've got the sheep to take care of now, because I did it late on day 5, so we can leave them all the way through to early first day of winter. But then I need to compile all the numbers, see how we did. What happened there? We didn't plant a bit. That's interesting. I don't know how that happens since we're running up 11.9 on the GPS. Oh well. I mean, I'm expecting to lose little bits at the end, but not in the middle. That's weird. But we're not going to worry about it. Just gonna keep going. I do like this tractor. It has served us well. I'd say it was a good choice, because we started out, it was the first tractor I added to the farm. As I said before, the Massey Ferguson 5600 was a starting equipment tractor that I just kept. It hasn't seen nearly as much use, but I wouldn't have expected it to, because this is a big farm. And a 130 horsepower tiny tractor is not going to be doing a lot of field work. I mean, it's done, we've used it for the fertilization projects and occasionally on wrapping silage bales, but all of the heavy field work, that's been done by this one. That's not the way we want to go. I'm really screwing this up, aren't I? Not going to clear the edge, is it? Okay. If at first you don't succeed, force it. Okay, there we go. There we go, fixed it. So yeah, so frequently when you start a farm, you usually pick compromise equipment. Yeah, I need something bigger, but I'm going to have to make do with something this size because I don't have the money to run a bigger tractor. The same way, I mean, all the equipment I had was 6-meter equipment, so this tractor was vastly over horsepowered for the job at the time. Yeah, the compromise job at the time. But after that first harvest, we were able to afford larger seeders, larger cultivators. At that point, we got into this tractor is absolutely the right tractor for the job. So I think whatever farm we move to as our Saturday morning retreat will probably include, I'll probably look at some form of transfer to a new farm in Farm Sim 19. Oh, did it again. There we go. And while I don't really have to wait for the Platinum DLC in order to use the class equipment I have here, this tractor is already available. And if I'm starting a seasons farm, I'm just going to need the tractors for ploughing, cultivating and the such like. So I won't need a harvester till later on. But I may just stick with CMT Software's Axion 900 series for at least one of the tractors. Then we'll add the Platinum DLC for everything else on that farm. I think over the coming weeks we'll spend some time visiting some maps and see which one takes our interest. We have 9% seed left on the other one. So I think we're going to stick this one on a worker. Come down to here. What's the deal with that field ahead of us? Looks like that's another field we spread with manure. That's going to be our other cornfield. See, the headland on this field is a little bit too close to the edge. Or, sorry, the fencing is a little bit too close to the edge. So I should really be running east-west, and not north-south. We've got a ton of fertiliser, we just have very little seed left. So, hopefully enough to make the end of this row. Certainly looking okay. Notice I forgot to close the lids on the seed and fertiliser containers. Okay. Oh, you're out. Okay then. Oops, that's the brake. Could kind of do with an auger camera on this. There we go. That should be just. We'll just leave that part there. We're probably going to need it at least once more. This time we'll shut the lids. Oh, hi cows. Yeah, this probably isn't going to be your lunch, so don't worry too much about it. Okay, let's put the worker back in there. And that should work out a little bit better. Okay, jump back to this guy.